What is up, guys? It is me, Max, back again with another guitar tutorial, and today we're going to be taking a look at Fallin by Iann Dior. In my opinion, one of his best songs off of his brand new album, On to Better Things. But what are your thoughts on that? What are your favorite tracks from that record? But for now, we're going to stick to Fallin, an awesome song that is also quite easy to play on guitar because we've actually only got one single riff that we play throughout the entire track. It consists of 4 simple chords. We are in standard tuning, no capo or anything, so without any further ado, let's roll. We are going to kick things off by taking a look at our chords, and our first chord is going to be a G. We start by taking our first finger, which is the index finger, and we're going to put that onto the 2nd fret on the 5th string, so on the A string. Then we're going to take our 2nd finger, so the middle finger, and put that onto the 3rd fret on the 6th string. And then we're going to take our 3rd finger, so the ring finger, and put that onto the 3rd fret on the 1st string, so the higher E string. That's the G. Next up, we've got a D. We take our first finger and put that onto the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, our 2nd finger onto the 2nd fret on the 1st string, and our 3rd finger onto the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. But this time around, we don't want the E and the A string to be making any sounds here, so we have to mute them. And we do that by taking our thumb, wrapping it around the top of our guitar neck here, and slightly touching that 6th and 5th string up here. So we don't press down, but instead we slightly touch them and thereby mute them. That's the D. So we go G to D. Next up, we've got a C major 7. Scary name, simple chord, because it is almost the exact same thing as a regular C, but in fact a bit easier because we only need 2 fingers here. We put our 2nd finger onto the 2nd fret on the 4th string and our 3rd finger onto the 3rd fret on the 5th string. As you guys know, for a C we would also need our 1st finger to be on the 1st fret on the 2nd string, like this. But for that C major 7, we just leave that 2nd string open and just use our 2nd and 3rd finger here. And of course, we have to mute that 6th string again. This time around, we do it with our thumb again, but we don't have to wrap around as far as for that D. We just come around here and slightly touch that 6th string from the side and thereby mute it. So we go G to D to C major 7, and our last chord is going to be an A minor 7. Another difficult sounding chord, but once again, it is actually easier than the original version because we put our 1st finger onto the 1st fret on the 2nd string and our 2nd finger onto the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and that is already it. For an A minor, we would also have to put our 3rd finger onto the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, but for that A minor 7, we need an open G string, so we are left with the 1st and 2nd finger here, and those are our chords. So now there's only one question left to answer, and that is, how does our main riff work? And as I already told you guys, we keep on playing this one single riff throughout the entire song. We start on our G, and we go down, 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 up. Onto our D and go down, up, down. So it's then we go down, down, up on our D. So it's onto our C major 7 and go down, down. So far we've got and then we go up, down, up, down. and up, down, up in the end on that C major 7 again. So we go. And as I just showed you, we play that twice in a row. Then we go back to our G and our D and do the exact same thing for a third time. But now, instead of jumping onto our C major 7, we go onto our A minor 7 and go down, 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 up as on our G. So it's now we switch onto our C major 7 and go down, up, down, 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 up. So the exact same rhythm we're using on the D chord. That is basically the entire riff, meaning we go G, D, C major 7, then we go G, D, C major 7 again, and every third time we go G, D, A minor 7, C major 7, and for the fourth time we do the original version again, so G, D, C major 7. The rhythm difference here during that third time is that we just play the first half of our usual rhythm twice, because on our C major 7 we have a different rhythm. We go, as you remember. But instead of doing that, during our A minor 7 and C major 7 switch, we play the exact same thing we do between G and D. So we go, that is the entire thing. During certain sections of the song, as for example right before we get into that first chorus, we cut the riff short and in the end just finish it off on one down strum on that C major 7 instead of playing the full rhythm on there. And that is the entire song. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop it a thumbs up. Helps me out more than you might think, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is somewhere down there. And as always, I hope that I will see you guys next time.